Hello everyone, welcome to One Dutch Garden, my channel for documenting everything that I'll be doing to my garden in this year and in the years to follow. Today I'm excited because I'm now starting to plan for the flower garden that I intend to have in here. Please join me and watch as I start planning and showing out possibilities that I could have in the garden. I'll further show you the best ways in which you can start your seedlings for the flower garden and also make sure that you really get the best from the produce of the flowers during the months where it's really good to have the flowers, such as in summer, but not only in summer. We want flowers in spring and in autumn, and if it is possible, really keep the garden also going during the winter. If you watch another video that I've already made showing you the whole garden, you will recognize this as part of the front yard. And especially where we have the cut grasses, the ornamental grasses that have now been cut during the winter, I want to have some flowers because it's right in front of the living room window, and therefore we would like to have something to look at that is nice and also quite vibrant during the summer. And that's why I plan to have a few more varieties of flowers in here, and not only the ornamental grass. The ornamental grass really looks good and it makes a statement in the way that it has been planted because it's quite uniform. It really brings structure to the whole garden. This is also a potential for a bit of change. What's nice about this part is that it's just in front of the garage, but also it's in front of my working office. So when I'm sitting in my office, then I can have a good view of the flowers, and also in summer I can open up the window and get a bit of the scent of the flowers coming in. I'm really looking forward to that. This is another part of the front yard that I intend to change and make into a flower garden. In this part, I'm going to keep the tree that you currently see, the bonsai tree, and the rest of the ornamental grass will be coming out. A part of it will be staying in order to form a border, but most of it will be coming out. From this angle, you can see from our living room as well. You can have a view of the garden, really looking beautiful during summer, and I intend to make it really beautiful, even inviting to come and sit out here and just have a moment for yourself to drink tea or look at the bees or look at the birds that are in the garden. We are now in the backyard. We have a few more spots where I would like to plant some flowers, because they will attract your eye to it when I'm sitting in the living room or in the dining room, and really form a focal part of the garden also when we are sitting outside having a drink or just relaxing outside. And the first part is this part over here. This part is quite close to the pond. It's also quite close to the sheltered sitting area outside, so it'll be good to actually have something that is quite fragrant, something that is quite colorful growing here. The area in the corner over here, the little bit of strip that you see going from the one part of the hedge right through till the beginning of the tree trunk over here, it's quite a shady area because of this wall that you see behind it. So I need to plant flowers that will be quite colorful yet quite shade tolerant, because it won't be getting much sun. I've seen images of the garden during summer, but also I've used an app that can show how the sun will be moving, and throughout the summer it will not be getting much sun. And that's another reason why you actually see that this space has been also used to create a bit of sitting area by placing the tiles on it. So this is a whole sitting area with tiles, and you can sit right next to the pond and look at the fishes as they swim. But it poses a challenge in terms of making sure that you do plant flowers that will bloom and will be shade tolerant and shade loving. There are some ideas that I do have but I am still looking for even more colorful and more vibrant flowers that I can put in here, and also foliage that is quite vibrant for the winter when there's no blooms to be seen. The last place that I've identified to plant flowers is also in the shade. This part is right next to my shed that you see over here. It's in the dark, it's in the shade, it's always really cool in the summer as well. So I need to get plants that will be shade tolerant. I already have hydrangeas and you can see them starting to get leaves already. The ornamental grass really helps to make it look green all throughout the year. However, I would really like to get something that is more colorful in here to bring a bit of vibrancy in this corner, because this is the part that you will look out to when you're sitting by the pond or when you're having a lunch outside. This is what draws your eye, and it needs to be a bit more vibrant. Right now, the whole yard is really very low maintenance, and that's the design of it. I appreciate that a lot. However, I like a bit of color. In preparation of the flower garden that I'm starting, I have chosen a few seeds to start today. Zinnia Art Deco, Snapdragon, Chinese Aster, and Foxglove in cream. But these are just seeds. I also have some of the bulbs that has to be planted during March. It's not March yet now, is it? I'm a bit impatient to start them, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting them started. In the meantime, I will be planting the ones that I have in seeds so that I can at least watch them grow. Today I've chosen to use these deep root trays because I'm working with flowers and I want them to have a chance to create a long root so that they can learn to look for water themselves. And yeah, this is like all of the other trays that I have, with the ability to just poke the plant out from the bottom by inserting your finger. Thank you for tuning in and watching One Dutch Garden. In the next video, I will be showing you how I actually plan to plant everything that I've sown, including the bulbs that you see behind me and the roots that I have bought. All of these are flowers that have to be directly put into the ground, so there's no seeding that needs to happen. What's quite important is how the garden will be designed, how it will flow, and how the flowers will actually work together, companion planting that might be involved. And I will be buying a few more seeds in order to add more variety to the garden, because there's quite a lot of spaces that need to be filled. And so far, the variety that I do have and the flowers that I do have are not quite enough to fill all the space. So I'll be doing a bit of shopping again, and I hope that you will be joining in and watching more of my videos as I show you how I develop my One Dutch Garden. Please subscribe and like, and make sure that you share this video with anybody that you know that might be interested. Thank you very much. See you on the next video. Bye.